This add-on is called Strategic Group Maker, and this video is just to show you the basics of how it works. After adding a class with the New Class button, you can import from Google Classroom or enter student names yourself. You'll end up with a tab that looks like this with all your student names. To make groups, you'll select which class and the group size. So let's say we want to make groups of 3, and we want to make random groups. Right, so if you click Make Groups, what it will do is it will just give you random groups of 3. But let's say we want to make groups strategically. If we go back to our class tab, we can input student information. So I've made up some student info here, and we're pretending that this number is a Lexile reading score and that these are the students' interests. So what I can do is I can say I want to heterogeneously make student groups based on criterion A. So that's going to make groups with students who are higher level readers and students who are lower level readers so that they can support each other. And when you do that, you'll see here Santiago has a reading score of 423, Julian of 735, and Francesca of 1000. You could also do that homogeneously in order to differentiate, perhaps give different readings to different groups. You could do the same thing with something like an interest to group students by what they're interested in.
Once you make groups, you can manually rearrange students by using copy-paste.
Now, as for what you can use this for, you could project this just to put students in groups quickly. You could save these groups for later. Or if you're on Zoom, you can export the groups, and that's going to make a file that Zoom can read to put those students in breakout rooms, which is great for projects especially, because you can keep putting those students back in that same group, or for home groups or tribe groups if you do tribes. So how it works is it's going to download this file, and then in your Zoom meeting, in your edit meeting, you would click import from CSV, and you just go to your downloads folder and it will be right there. And so then next time you open your meeting, those students will automatically be assigned to those breakout. This matrix on the right is completely unnecessary. Those are the main features. It is something you can play around with. So let's say Alberto and Francisco will not do well in the same group. You could click on that tab or on that checkbox. Then when you go to make your groups, you can click Yes, Exclude Student Combinations, and give that a try as well. You can click right down here at this link to give me any suggestions or ask me any questions.